Like
Not like
back
I
in,
never seen any of it. Sorry.
like back in the days, I had probably the same opinion because only people I seen like in anime was like shaggy kind of people. So that's right away, bad advertisement for this kind of things.
Yeah.
But it
But it's not
doesn't
like I
mean
never seen any of it. So it's not the only reason. It's part of the reason. So it just it doesn't encourage me. But like I've seen this and that, and I don't like the vehicles.
like what?
The like the exaggerated body shapes. I don't know. I find it extremely nerdy.
What I learned
I don't
from
like the way.
what I
Uh,
promise you would learn too, an insight to a different culture. Because what I realized, we watched, I think, almost all the episodes of Castlevania. You heard that? Castlevania.
yeah, yeah. I've seen it on Netflix.
So
Not
it's,
seen it.
yeah. So it's American.
Okay.
So even we started to, we watched a bit in Japanese and like, okay, the original is American, so we're gonna go with English. Um, and it's nice, but there was the first reason like, okay, I'm gonna and we watched some scenes in English and in Japanese, and gives you an interesting contrast that the way how they talk, because as you mentioned in most animals there's a lot of over dramatization, and
Yeah.
that's with the visuals, even with ah, there, extra points. And the way they talk matches with it. So it was just strange to watch anime kind of in English because I felt that that extra over dramatization that you would have with the voice, that was kind of what matches with the visuals, that was kind of missing. But it was meant to sing in English, so like, okay, let's go for it. And but it's so far I've seen any anime that it was the same, that the whole dramatic overdone whatever you don't like in it, the voice itself and the way they talk and the language itself matches it completely. So that gives you a
Okay.
nice insight that how like Japanese people are, because they are like this a bit. They're they're Cuckoo Islanders kind of.
Yeah.
But that just makes them different. So a completely different culture, with different costumes, different ways of doing everything. So that's it's an interesting thing to see.
Well, for you.
I mean, for people, cultures, majorly different cultures.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I know enough.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to know about everything in the world. You need to select things that you don't want to know, and that's something that I don't want.
Right.
We are talking about. I think we are talking about books with Tizi, because she gave me this book. Like one of our first conversations were one of the first conversations we ever had was about books and how I don't read certain authors, or I don't I'm not interested in certain stuff without even giving it a chance.
Yeah.
And since I gave her back the book that she gave me, I told her I read like I don't know 5 pages, and I told her it just didn't get me. So I just gave it up on her. And like I even gave it a little try, but it just felt awkward. And so we ended up talking about ignorance, as such that I ignore certain things without giving it a chance. And everyone does that. Everyone does that because we cannot you know, learn about everything.
Yeah, and there would come preference. So what you prefer to learn about.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be a limitation. That should be like a choice. What to choose, not entirely cut something out. What not to ever, and that makes it a taboo. Like
That's what it
as
is. That's what it is. Because you cannot experience everything, so you need to cut out some of it. So you need to choose things that you like and some things that you don't like, without even trying, because you cannot try everything in this world. So everyone does that. Like I'm sure that there are certain music genres that you completely look out,
yeah,
aren't there?
yeah, like hip hop.
See? Yeah. And there are gems in hip hop too, like anything else.
Okay.
Just because there's a few of them that really gets you, you know, prepared. Like when
No,
they start to go like,
I don't.
yo, it's yo, it's I'm the best, yo. If it starts like that, you just wanna turn me off. Like why? Why would you listen to that?
Yeah, but no,
But that should put you off.
no, it shouldn't. But what should put me off that I don't like hip hop. I
Okay.
don't. I mean, I don't like rap, so I don't like these singing poet, whatever you. What is rap? Rhythmic poetry stuff. Doesn't get me. But I'm the
Yeah.
same with music. Is an interesting thing. If it doesn't resonate with you that much, then you know it's like you could put on a million songs that oh they're brilliant, but they don't make me dance. There are certain type of songs that just really make me move automatically.
Yeah, but there's a lot of rap songs that you would actually like because they are good, even though you don't like rap. And you don't even give it a chance.
And there are lots of rap songs.
Because
There
you
are lots
have
of
your preference and
but there are lots of rap songs I like, despite that being rhythmic poetry. I just don't like rhythmic poetry as a choice of my music because it's just find it inferior.
yeah, you see, and you look out a lot of good music because you set your
Because
mind to it.
no, just the ones
Because
that fit this thing that being a rhythmic poetry. Because I don't like rhythmic poetry as it is.
so you look out all the rap music and hip hop music, even though
Not
there
necessarily.
would be something you would like,
No, because
but you don't listen to them,
I
so
listen
you
to
do look up.
some.
Okay, man.
I listen to some, so it's not an entire lock. I just
Yeah, but like
I
you
don't
don't,
like them.
discover more.
Yeah,
So you're not into it. You're not searching for more
and there it
rap
comes.
music.
There it comes. Yeah, so there it becomes a preference, not a taboo. Even if I kind of do rather feel it tabooish, but
I don't think it's taboo. I don't know what it means actually in the world, but aren't misusing
like
it?
one of my descriptions for taboo, I just put it together that self-prohibition under social pressure. That's for certainly is one of them, but it's self-prohibition. And for whatever reasons, and then it comes lots of times it's social pressure, but it can be
So you prohibit what?
what you create a taboo of. So it's a self-prohibition. Like I can't. It's like I'm not allowed to do this kind of.
Okay,
Uh,
so I don't think then it's taboo because you said you do listen to some rap music and I do know what is anime. I
yeah,
just
but you ignore it
choose
as it
not to.
is. Like it's anime or it's any Asian thing. You're like no no. Uh,
Yeah, but it's not like I don't know what it is. And it's
okay, you know what it
like
is.
that thing. I know what it is, and
So it's
I choose not to experience it because I
yeah yeah that's the taboo part. Yeah, so not like you don't
and
know
I
because
don't think it's something it's preference. Just
so
like you don't listen to rap music, even though there are hundreds of songs that are actually proper good music.
all right. So
I think it's preference, not taboo.
But I don't have a rule not to listen to hip hop music. I don't like it because it's rhythmic poetry, and I don't find it music. It's just people talking, kind of.
Okay, it's not really because it's very mellow.
And like you're saying, you don't watch Asian anything, and
Yeah.
but that doesn't make much sense because it's such a broad category that, like I would say, like I don't like European music. What does that even mean? But in but in rhythmic poetry, that's the common thing in all rhythmic poetry. But they are rhythmic poetry, so it's the same thing.
No, rap music can be very, very different.
Okay, but there's a common point that being a rhythmic
Like it
poetry.
can be very horrible, like most of them are, you know, I don't know, big bunch of them are really, really bad, but some of them are like normal music. They have rhythm, they are about something.
And yeah, so I like that. So like I like several Eminem albums. So it's still rather a preference than a taboo.
Yeah, and I know what it is. I just don't like to watch, you know, subtitles. I don't like to watch animes because I don't think they are useful.
Why do you like to watch things with subtitles?
Beg your pardon?
Why don't you like to watch anything with subtitles?
I like to watch English.
The what?
I like to watch English stuff. I like to hear.
Yeah, but you know there are things that in other languages, and there you don't really have much of a choice.
I don't want to learn those things. I don't think I will. I'm still learning English words. I'm still.
No, you don't have to learn. You don't have to learn them.
No. If I do something, I want it to be beneficial.
Yeah, but you can
If I
manage.
watch something, I always learn new words, still and stuff.
But it can be beneficial without understanding the language. So you don't have to learn Japanese to watch Japanese anime.
I don't know. I don't like. I don't like the whole thing. I don't like their weirdness. I'm weird enough. I don't want to get weirder. That's how it is. Maybe that's how it is. Like I don't know. I want to be more normal. I want to be better than normal, not worse. I don't want to get weirder.
Oh, why would you get weirder?
If you watch weird stuff and it influences you, then you get weirder.
All right.
Or at least that's what I think. Doesn't matter.
So let's go. Let's go to the subtitle stuff like the platform. I think it's an incredible story that I never.
I don't like Spanish. I can't take Spanish seriously. I can't take. Like you know, news should be super serious. So you know, I ended up watching some Spanish news at some point. And I used to live in Spanish. I can't take it fucking seriously. They're talking about serious things. And abrada, rumba, lumba, lumba, lumba. It's fucking ridiculous.
All right. I can.
So I don't like the language.
I can
cannot take it
assure you.
serious.
I can assure you can take that seriously. I mean, like.
I can
doesn't have a-
assure you that I cannot take my mind off that Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like I've never seen anything Spanish. I just don't like it. Not taboo, preference. Right? So I don't know. Now I started to read Orange Clockwork. Have you ever seen it?
The what?
Orange Clockwork.
You mentioned it several times. Don't tell me that you're talking about Clockwork Orange. Orange Clockwork.
Clockwork Orange? I don't know, whatever it is. Clockwork Orange? Yeah, Clockwork Orange.
No, I never seen it.
Have you read